It was the first Sunday of November, 1977. The storm clouds rolled in early that morning over Sylvan Ridge, casting a gray, ominous tone over the town's modest church. Inside the wooden chapel, lit only by flickering candles and weak autumn sunlight, pouring through stained glass, Pastor Elijah Moore stood at the pulpit with an intensity no one had seen before. He was usually calm, even poetic with his sermons, but that day, something had changed. His voice trembled, not with fear, but with a strange urgency. The congregation, many of whom had grown up with Elijah, noticed immediately. They leaned in, hushed and wide-eyed, as he flipped to Revelation 17 and began reading aloud about Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Elijah's voice rose with each verse, his hands shaking as he spoke of a city drunk on the blood of saints, and of judgment that would soon fall upon those hiding behind robes and ritual. At one point, he paused and looked directly at 3 specific members in the pews, men of wealth and power in the town, and then declared, "Some of you are not who you pretend to be. There is rot within these walls, and I will not let it grow any longer." The church fell into a stunned silence. No one dared move. Even the children, often restless during sermons, sat frozen. His eyes scanned the room again, and for a second, he seemed scared. Not of them, but of what he knew. After the service, as the congregation filed out awkwardly, whispering among themselves, Elijah refused to shake hands like he usually did. He remained at the pulpit, clutching his worn leather Bible, drenched in sweat despite the cold. Sister Mabel, the choir leader, approached him. She later recounted that he whispered to her, "Tonight, I'm writing it all down. If I don't show up tomorrow, go to my study. There's a second ledger." Mabel asked what he meant, but he just gave her a tired smile and said, "Pray for me." He walked out the back exit instead of the front and was last seen getting into his old Buick, parked behind the church near the woods. That evening, the storm hit hard. Thunder shook the windows of nearby homes and the roads became nearly impassable. But even as the wind howled, many in town couldn't stop thinking about that sermon. Some were angry, accusing Elijah of stoking paranoia. Others, like Mabel, felt something far more sinister, like Elijah had been trying to warn them of something dark. Something already moving beneath the surface of their town. Rumors began to swirl that Elijah had discovered financial irregularities in the church books, and that he had even confided in someone about a night meeting in the forest near Crooked Creek, a place long associated with old ghost stories and local superstition. By Monday morning, Elijah was gone. He hadn't shown up to the school, where he volunteered twice a week. The church doors